person on the iPhone. Can I have your name, please?
Catrice Horton. Tap, you can take it off mute.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as your presiding judge on today. Everyone in the courtroom should be here for my specialty court. Either you're in the court or you are being processed for specialty court. If you do not fall within one of those categories, please hang up and call the clerk, or if your last name does not begin with the letter A, please hang up and call the courtroom clerk so that you can be directed to the appropriate courtroom. The office number here is area code 313-965-2280. Good morning, Ms. Wilson, and thank you for placing that information in the chat. All right, on this morning, I see Attorney Malafite. You will be serving as our House counsel. It looks like for this morning, I don't have any regular traffic matters scheduled for this morning. I have two arraignments on the bench warrant. The bulk of my traffic docket is scheduled for the afternoon. And so Attorney Malafite, are you scheduled to be with me in the afternoon?
I am, Your Honor. If I may, I do see, not that I couldn't say come back, but I do see some that are, but they're very late. I see Muhammad Amsha, it's a pre-trial, but that's 10:45.
Meaning they're here right now in the courtroom?
No, Your Honor. I'm saying because you had mentioned that you didn't see anybody who was a who would have just been up today, starting with the letter A. So it does seem that there's at least some, but they are intermittent in the least. So if maybe perhaps someone could call, I don't know, just in the off chance that perhaps they do show up. It does seem like there may be 2 or 3 individuals.
Okay, and so what I'd like to do is call if I need you, and then have you come back for the afternoon along with Attorney Warfield, who's serving as our mental health court lead attorney this morning.
Very good, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm just trying to do good with resources, Attorney
I understand,
Malafite.
Judge.
All right, very good. I'm gonna have everybody mute your device for me. All right, so I'll see you this afternoon, Mr. Malafite. And does Ms. Drew, who's serving as clerk today, does she have your cell number?
I don't know, Judge, but I'll be happy to drop it into, you said you want me to leave it for the clerk?
Yes.
Yes, then I will do that right now.
All right, send it just to her. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Could you also give me your email address too?
Mr.
Will do.
Malafite, did you hear
Will do.
that? Okay,
Yep.
great. All right, wonderful. All right, with that, I am going to have the attorney place your appearance on the record. Good morning, Attorney Warfield.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
All right, wonderful, thank you. And so for those who are joining us, and you know that you have been accustomed to seeing Attorney Griffin and Attorney Barton. Attorney Griffin and Attorney Barton signed up for mental health court when we launched and said that they would help us for about 6 to 8 months because they were both building their own practices. Well, they stayed around for almost 2 years. I would not let them go. And so I had to honor my word that we would work to find capable counsel for our specialty court. And we have certainly found that in Attorney Jessica Warfield. And so I want you all to make sure she's very knowledgeable. She's going to be here to help you. And so make sure that you're cooperative and that we greet her with a warm embrace, because that's what we do in specialty court, and she'll be here to answer your legal questions. So thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. Also, some of you have been notified that there's been a shift in some cases for the caseload, and you have received a different case manager. I need you to understand that people move on. And people do leave. I can't hold anybody here. I can't make people, this is 2022. I can't make people be employed anywhere they choose not to be employed, or I can't stop people from having promotional opportunities. I can't stop people from going back to school to better themselves. I just can't do that. So what I am going to say to you is that any case manager that serves here at 36 District Court as a part of our specialty court, they are more than qualified. We don't bring people in who don't have a heart for this work. We don't bring people in who are not knowledgeable in this work. And so I'm asking for everybody in specialty court to make sure that you embrace, if you receive a new case manager, you embrace that case manager. It is not the end of the world. It is not. I promise you it's not. Because everybody that works in specialty court, they have a heart for this work. Otherwise, they would not be here. They would not be here. And so with that, I am going to get ready to start the docket. Good morning, Ms. Taylor. You can place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Judge. Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, thank you, Ms. Taylor. We are ready to get started. And good morning, Ms. Ross. Good morning. Ms. Ross, I'm gonna say this to you. My message didn't go through. I'm old. That's what I'm gonna say. And so today, ma'am, today, I promise y'all, I have an AARP card. I have a curfew. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And so, Ms. Ross, I just want you to know that. That's what I'm gonna say this morning until my message comes through to you. All right.
I understand, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. And good morning.
All right. Place your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robb, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, thank you, Ms. Robbs. Are there any preliminary matters for the court's consideration before we get started this morning? Attorney Warfield?
Your Honor, I do not believe so at this time. Let me just check to see if I need to go into a breakout room really quickly with anyone, just so we can keep the docket moving, so I can already have spoken with them. Is Miss Mathis, is she in yet? Was she coming in person or was she logging yet?
She's supposed to come in person and she is not here yet. So
Okay, not a
we will let
problem.
you know.
Okay,
We'll send you something when she joins us, okay?
perfect. And what about Mr. Cruz, Your Honor?
Mr. Cruz is in fact here, and I see him on the camera. Good morning, Mr. Cruz. And so, Ms. Taylor, thank you. I did receive that excerpt, and I'm waiting to get an answer back, but I am going to hear argument this morning as to Mr. Cruz, and then I will make my determination. I'll make my determination, okay? And then I'll notify Judge Bryant of my decision, okay?
That's all
All
from
right,
me.
wonderful. And so Attorney Warfield, I don't know if you still want to go in a breakout room with Mr. Cruz to get a better understanding of what he's actually doing on his probation at
Yes,
Third Circuit Court. That information would be real helpful.
yes, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Ms. Wilson, if you could send Mr. Cruz and Attorney Warfield into a breakout room. Mr. Cruz, be sure to accept that invitation, okay, to a breakout room.
Co-host, please.
Oh, did I take it away from you? I'm sorry. I think I did. All right, there we go. All right, with that, Ms. Taylor, I am ready. And Ms. Ross, I'm ready to get started. Do we have any individuals that are in phase 3 or above this morning?
Well, Judge, I don't know if, did you want to start with promotions? We have one promotion.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go with the promotion. Ms. Taylor, where are my notes? I have notes, Ms. Taylor. All right, so promotion. Who's getting promoted today, Ms. Taylor?
Mr. Zafrier McQueen. So if you can cut your camera on, Mr.
Where is
McQueen.
Mr. McQueen? Mr. McQueen.
Remember,
There
he's
you
in classes right now.
He is. All right, and that's a good thing because he's gonna get to leave us this morning because you have been recommended for promotion this morning, Mr. McQueen. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, wonderful. I have the following for you. Case number 200-596-6501. Mr. McQueen, state your full name for the record, please.
Shelly Horton.
All right, Mr. McQueen, how are you today?
I'm good.
You doing good? You're in school today?
Yes, I'm actually walking up to the school as we speak.
All right, so listen to this. The recommendation was made to promote you. I'm gonna have Ms. Taylor place it on the record. We're gonna congratulate you, and then I'm gonna let you go, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Taylor, make the record for me.
All right, Mr. Zafir McQueen, did you want me to put his case number on record?
Oh, I did already, I did.
Okay. All right, he was admitted into our program on April 7th, 2022 for a 12-month court order. He is currently in phase 1. He is doing fantastic. He has been in compliance with his court order as well as his treatment plan. He has had consistent negative screens since he entered the program on April 7th. He has never missed a drug screen nor had a positive screen. He is employed full-time. He is currently in a class to better himself. So on today, I recommended that he be promoted onto phase 2 of our 5-phase program.
All right, Mr. McQueen, are you ready for promotion?
Yes.
You are, Mr. McQueen, you are doing a great job. Ms. Taylor reported in staffing yesterday. She described it as you are doing fantastic. I wrote it down, Ms. Taylor. Fantastic. And so I am excited about promoting you on today. I want you to continue to work hard. Ms. Taylor also informed that New York has been in contact. And so listen, Mr. McQueen, with us. And so listen, Mr. McQueen, you need to do everything that you're supposed to do in this program, okay?
Okay.
All right, I need you to work hard, all right?
I will.
All right, very good. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. McQueen on his promotion. Congratulations to you, sir. Very proud of you. Congratulations. Ms. Horton, you gotta celebrate, folks. Ms. Horton, she about ready to pass out, sleeping.
I'm so sorry. You know, I just got
I
off.
know.
I'm so sorry.
All right, you okay? All right, Mr. McQueen, we're gonna give you your return to court date, and then you are going to be released, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Taylor, what's next for Mr. McQueen? Uh-oh, you're on mute, Ms. Taylor.
I'm sorry, Judge, what was that?
What's his next appearance, Mr. McQueen?
He will return to court on Zoom on July 20th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, Mr. McQueen, you're in good shape, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care of yourself because you're being promoted today. You're being released, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye, Mr. McQueen.
You said July 20th?
Yes,
Thank you.
Did you say the 20th or the 12th?
no, the 20th, July 20th.
Oh.
3
Okay.
weeks from today.
All right, got it. All right, thank you. He's not doing a face-to-face before that, Ms. Taylor?
You know what? I'm so sorry. I always do that. I'm so used to the court dates. The first face-to-face prior to that will be on July 13th.
Okay,
Okay.
so at 10:35. So let's put him on for July 13th, 2022 at 10:35.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right, no problem. Got it. All right, who do we have up next? Any phase 3s?
We do not have any phase 3s on today.
All right, not Ms. Robs, you don't have any either? No?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let's go to phase 2. Ms. Robs, give me your first phase 2 if you have one.
Your Honor, I do not have any phase 2s at all either on today.
All right, let's go to Ms. Taylor. Do you have some phase 2s?
Yes, Ms. Horton is a phase 2 client.
Come on, Ms. Horton. Ms. Horton is just so tired and sleepy. Good morning, Ms. Horton.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there.
Okay, Ms. Horton, you're gonna have to do something because you got to come to court and be engaged. You just getting off this morning?
You already know it. I got to go
Yeah.
back in this afternoon. Yeah.
All right, well, I want you to get some rest, so let me get your case done, and I appreciate you showing up, though. I do.
I got to. I don't want to get no warrants. I can't.
Yes, you don't know it. You know, I'm the warrant queen, so come on.
I know,
All right,
right?
all right. All right, let's do it. I have for Catrice Horton, I have case number 210-444-2701. State your full name for me.
Catrice with Shelly Horton.
All right, Miss Horton, you've been showing up doing everything that you're supposed to do.
For the most part, I have, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this in staffing. And so it was brought to my attention that you're not, we're not getting the stuff done that needs to be done.
You must be talking about I know what you're talking about. I made an appointment. What happened was I got a 9-year-old that has to see like 2 or 3 different specialists. So one of the appointments I made to see, they happened to have fallen on the same day. And it kind of slipped my mind because, I'm always working. So I have to make another appointment for that. So I have.
Okay, so Ms. Horton,
That's the
here's
only
the
thing.
issue. So here's the issue, and you're right, because everything else you're doing what you're supposed to do. But
Yes,
here's
ma'am.
the thing, with respect to our specialty court, the services that you're supposed to receive in therapy and your assessments, that's key.
Right.
You've been with me since March, and we have not been able to get your assessment done. And what's being reported is that there's another assessment that you have to have. You may have had one, but there's another one.
Oh,
And
okay.
so, and I know that Mr. Hodson is going to reach out, and he told us yesterday, and get those things done. But he's indicating that, you're tired, and you're not coming and participating in your sessions. And so, Ms. Horton, that's the whole purpose of court. If we're not gonna get down to the root issues, then you might as well go do your time, go back to Judge Bryant and do your time. Because no, I didn't say you're trying. I didn't say you were trying not to. I'm just reiterating, hold on, I need you to listen, because
Okay.
you're hearing stuff that I'm not saying.
Okay.
I never said you weren't trying. I know that you were. I know that you also have minor children. So I need you to listen to what I'm saying, not what I'm not saying. And so what I am saying to you is, in order for me to keep you in the program, I have to satisfy best practices. Best practices says you have to be assessed, and they give us a period of time to do that. We're beyond that time, okay? You have to also be in a plan, have a treatment plan to address the issue that brought us to your court, brought you to this court, okay? And we don't have that because we can't do it if you're not fully participating in your sessions and if you have not had your assessment. And so what I'm saying to you is, let's get it done so that you can attend the sessions that you need to attend, so that we can make sure we are carrying out the intent of the program. I want you to get everything out of this program that you're supposed to get, because it's gonna benefit you.
I am most definitely trying to, but my son has health issues, Judge Holmes, and I don't know. It's like I'm the only person doing everything, and I can't be everywhere at one time. And I stress this to his father, because right now, majority of the time, that's where he's at. And there's certain things that these specialists are trying to get me to do with my son that I keep voicing with his father that he is not doing, and everything is falling off on me. And so it's kind of like I'm in a rock and a hard place, because I know this is important, and I do not want to go to jail. Lord knows, I do not want to go to jail. I have to pay bills. I have to take care of my children. But my son, when it comes down to his health and his well-being, my options are like, I have to make sure he's okay.
And Ms. Horton, and I agree with you, you must do those things. But here's what else I need you to do. I need you to communicate with Ms. Taylor and with Mr. Hodson, so that they can work with you to get these things done.
Yes, I tried.
I need you to communicate, because they don't know. And what it does show, and we get audited because people give us a lot of money to run these programs, right? Folks not gonna give you money to do these programs and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, right? You know how that goes. Just like if you go to work and you don't do your job, they're not gonna keep paying you, right?
Okay.
Right, Ms. Horton? Same thing with us. If we're not doing what we're supposed to do, folks ain't gonna keep, funding this program. And so we have to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do, and we need your help. So what I'm saying to you is get with Miss Taylor and get with Mr. Hodgson, and let's get things scheduled. They will work with you, okay?
Well, I did get a phone call from Mr. Hodgson yesterday. He said, well, call that
Okay.
number. And I'm like, which number? My son got 4 other appointments coming up next month.
Judge,
But Ms. Horton, all he's asking you to do is to get on the phone and do an assessment. That's
Okay.
it. And I understand your son has 4 appointments, but Ms. Horton, what do you want us to do? If you can't do it, then I have to send you back to your judge.
And I'm not
Because
trying
we
to do
can't
that.
say you just can't do it. All we're asking you to do is right now is make a phone call and get your assessment done.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's over the phone.
Yes, ma'am. I have made appointments. My son is seeing 2 different specialists. That's what I was saying. And because I work a lot, those appointments they kind of clashed. And when it came down to his health, I had to make a decision, and I had to go see about his health. That's what I was trying to say to you.
And I hear you loud and clear, but Ms. Horton, you're gonna
I
have
can
to
make
make
another
time
one.
to pick up the phone and dial the 1-800 number and do your assessment over the phone.
Okay.
I don't have another way to get it done. I'm not asking you to go in and do the assessment. I'm saying
Okay.
pick up the phone on your
Okay.
break at work, on your lunch break, or what have you. You
Okay.
gotta pick up the phone. I don't have any other way around it.
Okay.
What
No
do you,
problem.
let me ask this, what do you suggest we do then?
Ma'am, I don't know. I'm just trying to make it.
Well, I'm asking you because I'm saying just pick up the phone. Because that's all that's required. So I'm asking you, what, you said you don't want to go back to your judge because you don't want to go to jail. So what do you propose doing?
It just put my mind, Ms. Holmes, because I got a lot on my back right now. And I have been stressing this since the beginning. So I'm going to try my best to do what you all are requiring for me to do. That's the only thing that I can say. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, well, Ms. Horton, I'm asking you, how do you want to handle it? Because I don't know how I can do anything different other than telling you to pick up the phone and get on the phone and do your assessment. How about this morning? When you get out of court, I'm gonna release you. Maybe this is a good time. You could pick up the phone, do the 1-800 number and get your assessment done. And now it won't interfere with the rest of your day. What do you think about that?
I most definitely would do that.
Do you think that would work? That's something that could work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's do that this morning. I won't have you stay for the entire court. I'm gonna release you, and then you get on the 1-800 number and do your assessment. Okay?
All right.
All right, and then what did Mr. Hodgson tell you on yesterday? That you need to follow
I
up with him
asked
today,
him,
or just to do the 1-800 number?
I asked him, could he resend me the number? He never texted me back. So I'll just go and find it somewhere. No problem.
No, Ms. Horton.
Yes.
Now listen. Let me tell you what we do here. We're problem solving court. And you know that if you tell us you don't have a number, we're gonna find that number for you and give it to you. Ms. Taylor, why don't you put that number? Are you able to read your chat, Ms. Horton?
Yes. I can look
Or
through
do
my
you have a
text.
pen? No,
I can put it in right now.
Can
really
you
quick
just
for her.
Miss Taylor, do you have my cell phone number?
Let me double check real quick and see. I will.
Don't say it out loud, because we
Yeah,
should be
no.
live.
I know.
No, I'm telling Ms. Horton, don't put her number on.
I was gonna say, Ms. Horton, I believe I do if it's the same number that's in our system.
And if that's
also,
okay, can you just send it to me so I can make the appointment? And I do apologize because when I get stressed out, I do shut down. And maybe that's part of the reason why it just totally slipped my mind for me to do it.
I get it.
So I do apologize. It's not that I'm trying to avoid anything. Honestly, I really want this stuff to be done and over with. I promise you. I don't. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I really have learned my lesson. It's just that I do have a lot on my shoulders. And when I get like that, I do tend to shut down at times. And I
So
forget
this is what
things.
we gonna work on. And I'm not taking it personal, Miss Horton. So listen, this is what we gonna work on. You know that in life, things are going to happen.
Yes.
So let's work on, that's why we need to get that assessment. Let's work on when things happen, not shutting down, because shutting down does not make things better. It doesn't.
It doesn't, but I don't want to
It
be
makes
too
more work for
overwhelmed.
you on the back end, right?
Yeah.
It does. So listen, thank you for sharing that. It happens. Thank you for sharing that, and we'll work on that together, okay?
Okay.
All right, so one thing you're gonna do, one step at a time this morning, you're gonna call that 1-800 number to do your assessment, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you. I got your commitment on that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. What else is going on with you?
Work. I going to look after my parents when I can, and just work. I don't.
Yeah, you got a lot on your plate. You do. And at some point, I hope that you'll be able to reshuffle the load where you will get to breathe and do some things, to do some self-care, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I don't think you do very much self-care, do you?
I haven't had time. I'm used to doing self-care, but I don't have the time. I don't.
Okay.
I honestly
We're
just
gonna have
don't.
to find a way to make some time.
Yeah. Well, I
I
tried.
don't care if
See
it's-
my nails. I tried, but
Let me see those nails. Let me see them. Put them on close. Let me see. Oh, you doing better than me. Yo, listen, I'm being a hypocrite because I'm not gonna show you my nails today. You
I
don't even wanna
tried.
see them.
Why?
Look at you.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. You deserve all of that. Yes, ma'am.
Thank-
You deserve to have all 10 of your fingers done. Yes, ma'am. On fleek, I see you. I know y'all don't say that no more, young people, but yeah, I see you with your pink and whites. I see you. So listen, take some time out. Just take a few minutes every day. I don't care if it's just sitting on the porch and breathing in, taking some deep breaths and being just observing nature. Take some me time. You will be surprised at I engage in this practice every morning. I take what I call a mindful walk into the office. Mindful. I pay attention to how my shoes sound hitting up against the cement. I listen to hear if I hear the birds. I look around to see what's going on in the neighborhood. Just mindful to just kind of de-escalate before I come in here and y'all set me on 10. It makes a big difference. It does. So just take a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Miss
Okay.
Taylor, other than what we've discussed, because I want her to make sure she get that assessment done. Is there anything else that you want to share as to Miss Horton?
No, other than that, I will follow up with an email to Ms. Horton. I know we were communicating that way to make sure you have all my contact information, and then I'm gonna verify and put the cell phone number I have for you. If you could just let me know if that's right. So I'll send all that in the email along with that 800 number for you to do your assessment.
Okay, I'm sure I got it somewhere.
Okay.
Like she said, if I just take a deep breath and just go ahead and look through some stuff, I'll probably find it. So I can go ahead and get that stuff out the way today and call.
Okay.
So I won't make things
Yes.
so complicated for myself. And
Yes.
I'll be able to get it done.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Horton, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I hope that things go well with your son
Thank you.
and that you're able to do everything you need to do to get him the appropriate level of care. And I don't know if there's anything that we can do to help you, but make sure that you're open and honest with Ms. Taylor, because if there is something, you better believe our hands are on that, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Ms. Taylor, what's next?
Ms. Horton will return before you via Zoom on July 20th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, she has a face-to-face before that?
You
So
know,
I want her
I keep,
face-to-face
I
day.
keep doing
That's okay.
that.
Come on,
Face
give it
to
to me,
face.
Miss Taylor.
July 13th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, so you're gonna talk with
Okay,
Miss
so
Taylor.
does that mean I'm expecting a call from you guys? Because the last time I came down there, when you guys say face to face, I literally
No,
came
don't.
No.
We need to call it something else. You would think after being in the pandemic all of this time, we would call it something else. I don't know if it's a phone to phone, or you'll have case manager contact. That maybe, I don't know. We're gonna call it something else, because you're right. Face to face, you did come right on down here. Don't
Yeah.
come down here, Miss Horton. Don't come down here, okay? Stay where you
Okay.
at. All right, very
$5.
good.
Look for gas. I'm just.
Oh, Miss Horton, all right, Miss Taylor, make sure we have an incentive for Miss to somehow get her back her parking money. Let's give her an incentive. She did show up. We didn't clarify. I think there's some gift cards somewhere, right, Miss Taylor?
I'm gonna find one.
All right, find one and send it to her. And take that as in kind for your parking, okay?
Okay.
You heard that? All right. Go
All
call
right.
that 1-800 number, and Miss Taylor will be talking with you, and I'll see you in a few weeks, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, take
All
care,
right.
bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Yes. Miss Taylor, do you have anybody else in phase 2?
No, the rest are all phase 1.
All right, wonderful. Give me just 1 second here, sir. Do it. Ms. Robs, I'm gonna go to you. Do you have somebody that's ready? Since the remaining people are all phase 1s.
Your Honor, no, I actually don't, Your Honor. The court date was actually changed for the individual. So I don't have anyone today, Your Honor. I'm on for support and on this morning.
Oh, okay. All right, got you. Thank you, Ms. Robs. All right, Ms. Taylor. Oh, is Ms. Taylor frozen? Oh, there
Nope,
she is.
I'm here. So we can go ahead with Miss Makila Gregory. I
All
know that
right,
she's
Ms. Gregory,
in
Good
the waiting
morning.
room for an appointment this morning.
Yeah, I'm at the
Your Honor,
cardiologist.
I'm phase 2.
Oh, you're Mr.
Uh-oh.
Neely?
Mr.
Oh,
Neely
my
is phase 2.
apologies.
Did y'all overlook Mr. Neely? All right, go on mute, Ms. Gregory, and then I'm gonna do Mr. Neely, and then I'll come to you, okay? All right, come on, Mr. Neely. Thank you for advocating for yourself. Charge it to our heads. We just moving a little too fast this morning. Let's do it. I have case number 210-443-7201. Mr. Neely, state your full name for me, please.
Joel Neely.
All right, Mr. Neely, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing very well. Mr. Neely, we had an opportunity to staff your case on yesterday, and Ms. Taylor reported that you are compliant with everything.
Yep.
You are. Are you working your program?
I'm trying my best to.
You definitely are. You are. How do you feel about the program so far, Mr. Neely?
I feel like I'm doing pretty well.
You are. You definitely are. Are you having any challenges with respect to working the program?
Not really thus far.
No challenges? Okay, that's good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with respect to working the program or otherwise?
Not that I can think of at this moment.
All right, then let me hear from Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor?
Yes, Mr. Neely is compliant with his court order and treatment plan at this time.
All right, and no issues to report?
No, ma'am.
All right, very good, Mr. Neely. Do you have any questions, anything for the team this morning?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right, then Ms. Taylor, what's next?
He will have a face-to-face on July 13th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, Mr. Neely, did you get that?
10:45, July 13th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Neely, you're in great shape. I want you to have a great weekend. Be safe, and I will see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Okay, when's my next Zoom?
The court
It's going
date,
to be the following week, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
right. But you're gonna have contact with Miss Taylor in between time, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, and for the whole court, irrespective of when your face-to-face or your court date is scheduled, you can always dial in, call, whatever you need to do with respect to your case manager, the attorney, or dialing into the court. We are here to serve, okay?
Okay, sounds good, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Take care, Mr. Neely.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Miss Taylor, I see that Mr. Cook is on this morning. His camera's not on. I don't see him, but I know you need to have some conversation with him because right now he's not in compliance with my orders. And so he really should be coming in
Judge, I actually,
into the court.
my apologies, I spoke with him this morning before court. So he has a list of things that he has to do that we did discuss off record earlier.
Okay, I just wanted you to, I didn't know if you saw, I just noticed he was on. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Miss Warfield, Attorney Warfield, I just received notice that Mr. Cruz never accepted the invitation to go into the breakout room. Mr. Cruz, can you hear me? I'm gonna ask you to unmute.
Okay,
Mr. Cruz, you're going to get an invitation to go to a breakout room. Well, first, let me back up. Good morning to you.
good morning.
All right, you're gonna get an invitation to go to a breakout room. I need
Okay.
you to accept that invitation so you can go and talk with the attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. Let's try it again.
All right.
All right, you can get ready to get that invitation. All right. Miss Gregory, are you ready?
Actually going in my doctor's office. What you mean? Right here. Thank you. Okay.
All right, good morning, Miss Gregory.
Yes,
Good morning, Miss Gregory.
I'm listening. Good
Well, tell me
morning.
good morning. Okay, well, thank you.
I said good morning. I said good
Oh, I didn't
morning,
hear
Your
you
Honor.
say good morning. I didn't hear you say good morning. How are you this morning?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I'm living. I'm at the doctor's office now.
Okay, all right. Well, you look good this morning, Miss Gregory.
I'm blessed.
Yes,
Thank
you are,
you.
and I am too. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have the following for
Okay.
you. I have case number SP 122-89901, case number SP 126-98331. State your full name for me, Miss Gregory.
Makila Mignon Gregory.
All right, Miss Gregory. You feeling okay today?
No, I'm here to get my ultrasound for my leg to find out why I'm in pain after surgery.
Okay, all right.
I
And so,
had
Miss Gregory,
surgery a few weeks ago, and
I heard. And so, Miss Gregory, listen, I'm glad that you're following up. I need you to do everything that you're supposed to do in order to stay healthy, okay?
oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I need your help with something.
Okay.
All right. We have not received a report from Central City, which is where you are receiving your services.
I talked to my therapist yesterday, and she said she was sending it over to Miss Taylor.
Okay.
I talked to her yesterday.
Okay, we've not gotten anything, and they were invited to join us in staffing on yesterday to update the team on how you were doing, and they didn't come. So I'm gonna
Oh,
need your
wow.
help. We're gonna work from both ends. I need
Okay.
you to remind them that, listen, there's information. Okay, whoever's on that
I'll
Marquisha
call her
phone
today.
is scaring me. Miss Wilson, do something.
Miss Denise,
All
that's
right.
her name, but I'll call her after I leave this appointment and let her know that you guys need the information.
Yes, ma'am. We need them to talk to us because we don't know if you are in compliance or if we are in compliance, if they're not communicating with us, okay?
Okay. Okay, I'll let her know.
All right, I need you to do that for me. Other than
Definitely.
that, are you working your program, doing everything you're supposed to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. And are you having any issues that you need us to help you with?
Yes, I'm having an issue because I'm paying on tickets, right? They
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about suspending my license, and for what I'm paying on tickets.
Okay, we
I
talked
don't
about
understand.
that
How
in
can you?
staffing. Oh, hold on, Miss Gregory,
Yeah.
you know what? And I have it in my notes, I overlooked it. We talked about that on staffing on yesterday. And so you're gonna need to talk to the attorney, our attorney.
Okay. Okay.
Miss Warfield. Miss Drew, we need you to send Miss Warfield an SOS for Miss Gregory. Because what we decided in staffing yesterday, Miss Gregory, if there's
Yes.
something on our end that we need to do, we're gonna do it, okay?
Okay.
I can't control who the Secretary of State gives the license to.
Mhm.
I don't control that. But what's on our end, when the attorney looks at the SOS, if there's something on our end that we need to do, we're gonna get that done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know if you'll be able to stick around this morning to speak with the attorney, but you do need to speak with her about your license,
Okay.
okay? And thank you for bringing that
Yes,
point up.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. All right. Other than that, and you're gonna talk to Attorney Warfield. She's got someone else in right now. She's talking to Mr. Cruz, and then she can talk to Miss Gregory second, unless Miss Gregory has to go to her doctor's appointment and needs to call back in.
I'm
But
already
Miss-
at the doctor.
I know.
I'm in the
but
doctor's
when the
office.
doc- But when the doctor gets ready to see you, you can't be talking to us. You need to be paying attention.
Okay.
I don't want you to miss nothing. All right. So
Okay.
what we'll do is, Miss Taylor, was there anything additional that you needed to report out as to Miss Gregory?
The only thing in addition, which we discussed yesterday in staffing, was about the screen, and we're waiting on a confirmation for that,
The screen.
the drug screen.
It was alcohol. They said it was alcohol. I don't drink alcohol.
All right. So we're waiting on the confirmation for that. Is that right, Miss
Yes,
Taylor?
yes,
All
Judge.
right. So we'll get a confirmation. We'll talk about it once I get a confirmation, okay?
Okay.
Or maybe we won't talk about it because I won't need to. All right?
Amen.
All right. All right. All right. Very good. If nothing else, Miss Taylor, what's next for Miss Gregory?
She will return to court on July 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, did you get that, Miss Gregory?
Yes, ma'am.
All
July
right.
13th.
So at 8:35, you're gonna zoom in. Are you going to be able to stick around and talk to the attorney?
Is it possible I could get her number and call her back when I'm finished with my appointment?
Yes, ma'am. Does someone have the number for?
Let me see if I have a number for her.
Because I'm gonna get on them at Detroit Central City because they're not responding. Where you supposed to respond to you guys and they're not, and I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Tell them I don't like it either.
They ain't doing their
Tell
job.
them.
Actually, and just real
Well,
quick,
now-
Miss Gregory, I did speak with them. You have to sign a consent form.
I did
Now,
that
see, Miss
yesterday.
Gregory.
Okay, okay.
I did that yesterday. Eve
Okay.
signed it.
Okay, you got me fussing and you need to sign that consent. All right, I am going to place Attorney Warfield's number in the chat,
Okay.
if I can find it.
I fell the other day
All right,
and busted my hand and my knee.
okay.
I lost
All right,
balance
Gregory.
because of my
Hold on,
leg.
we don't want you putting all your business out on,
Oh.
mute yourself, and I'm putting your,
Okay.
I'm putting the number in the chat, and make sure you call her today to talk about your license, okay? Just shake your head. All right, very good. I'm doing that number right now. All right, very good. All right, Miss Taylor, I'm ready for what's next. Miss Taylor, you're muted and I lost your image as well.
Yeah, the only other people that's actually on the docket today, we have Mr. Dale Calamie.
All right, let's go to, is Miss Packla on today?
I've texted Miss Petca. I've sent her 2 chats. You are not
I'm
scheduled
on.
for today. You are scheduled for July 6th. I told you to log off an hour ago.
What?
Miss Packla, goodbye.
I've sent you 3 messages.
It's good to see your
All right.
smiling face, but I'm gonna see it on July 6th, okay?
Yep.
All right, bye, Miss Packla.
Bye.
All right, let's do it. Then let's go to Mr. Calamie. I'm ready. I have the following for Mr. Calamie. I have, did I? All right, for Mr. Calamie, I have 200-454-0901. Mr. Calamie, unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Dale Kelly, my phone battery finna die anyway.
Well, do you have a charger to plug it up? That's what we do when our phone is about to die.
Oh, I don't have a charger right now.
Okay, are you still at team?
No, I'm at I'm at Team Wellness, yeah.
Okay, all right, Mr. Calamie, how are you today?
All right. But if my phone died, it wouldn't be my fault.
Okay, well, let's try to get some stuff done. All right, so Mr. Calamie, you're at team. Are you following the directions that they're giving you?
Yeah.
All right, how are you feeling?
All right.
Okay, all right, very good. Listen, folks are getting on here now. Everybody's saying they don't have a charger. I'm gonna say this to grown people, take care of your grown people business. That's what I'm going to say. All right, Mr. Calamie, and so you understand that when you leave team, you're going back to Lake Ridge, right?
Yeah.
All right, and you're going to work your program as you told me you would?
What did I tell you?
You told me you were gonna work your program when I took you back in the program. Are you gonna continue to work it?
Right, try.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
is that a yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right, wonderful. You have any questions for the team today, Mr. Calamie?
No.
No questions? I can't hear you, Mr. Calamie.
Said no.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Taylor, did you have something additional to add as to Mr. Calamie? He indicates that he's still at Team's Crisis Unit and that he understands he's gonna go back to Lake Ridge. Once he has finished there, he's not just gonna go back out into the community. And so, Ms. Taylor, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge. Actually, I received an update from Mr. Williams over at Lake Ridge this morning, and he reported that Mr. Calamie is actually going to be transferred to Stonecrest. He will not be going back to Lake Ridge, and that's just due to the severity of his health at this time.
What?
And he also recommended
I ain't gotta
that.
be wrapped up in no Stonecrest, man.
Mr. Calamie, I want you to listen. I need you to listen and stay engaged. Ms. Taylor?
He also, I just lost it. Okay, and he also recommended that for his safety, a treatment plan is created. And I believe it says an update for his medications. And basically that, due to the severity right now, Lake Ridge cannot, properly service him at this time unless he is on the medication. So that's why, due to that, and I don't want to put all the details on record,
Yes,
but
please.
due to that, that is why he will be being transferred to Stonecrest and not actually Lake Ridge. And that was updated this
They
morning.
said I can go back to Lake Ridge as long as I take my medicine.
This was at 8:00 a.m.
But
today.
Mr. Calamity, Mr. Calamity, you see how you're behaving right now?
I ain't saying that shit as long as I take my medicine. I'm agitated, man. As long as I take my medicine, they said I come back.
I'm just trying to figure out who you were talking to. I wasn't sure.
Talking to myself.
Okay, all right. So
Shit,
I need your commitment to take your medicine, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take the medication and we'll go from there. But Mr. Calamity, when you get agitated and then your behavior indicates that you're agitated, Lake Ridge has to keep everybody safe, not just you. They have to keep their workers
It wasn't my
safe.
fault I got into it with somebody. He started it first.
He started it, okay. Well, we'll make sure we communicate that to Mr. Williams. But what I need from you, I'm sorry.
You should already know that.
Mr. Calamity, that's part of the problem right there. That's part of the problem right there. It's hard to have you at Lake Ridge with that kind of behavior because now they can't keep you safe and they can't keep the people that work there safe and they can't keep the people who utilize the services safe.
What did I do? They can't even tell you I did nothing. I ain't do nothing. I got into an argument, so.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Taylor, the plan is he'll continue to take his medication. And then I need you to update me as to where he's going will be finalized, okay? And we'll make sure that Mr. Calamity know that as well.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, all right, Mr. Calamity, you have any questions?
Man, he told me I was coming over here and going right back when I get my medicine.
Okay. And Mr. Calamity, when you get yourself together and your behavior is such that you can go back to Lake Ridge, I'm certain that you'll go. Okay, but that's dependent on you. So take your medicine, okay? All right, take your medicine. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Just take your medicine one step at a time.
Make sure I go back to Lake Ridge. Who needs in there? So.
I'm sorry?
He's getting on my nerves, though. They want to start something. I ain't get my medicine yet.
You haven't had your medicine at Teams?
Oh.
Okay, Miss Taylor, can you check on the fact that he's indicating he's not had his medication at Teams?
Yes, I can check on that, Judge.
Okay, let's check on it because I want you to make sure you get your medication, okay? All right, and then I want you to take it, okay?
Yeah, we're talking with Dr. Olson. That's my doctor, Dr. Olson.
We have not gotten a report yet, but we'll get one, okay? As long as you give them permission to give us a report, we'll get it. All right?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Ms. Taylor, I will get an update on Mr. Calamity. I'd like to bring him back next week. I don't know, is that enough time to get an update?
I believe that is, Judge.
All right, very good. And so I'm gonna bring you back next week, Mr. Calamity. What date is that, Ms. Taylor?
That will be July 6th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, you're gonna Zoom on with me on next week, Wednesday, okay? And we'll have updates for you, hopefully before that. But what I need you to do is take your medicine, okay?
I'm tired of being locked up in places I can't get out. I don't like to be locked down in places like this either.
I understand it. I understand
What
it,
do I
but
have to do?
sometimes,
No, I don't like
I'm
being
sorry,
so locked in. I don't like being in it.
and I
Okay.
understand that, and that's why we need you to take your medicine, Mr. Calamity.
You don't know,
Okay?
you don't know what the next person think about.
We don't. But you can know what you're thinking about. And so I want you to think about making sure that you take your medicine, okay?
I'm not going,
All right.
when I leave, I'm trying to, man. Man.
All right. Thank you,
All
Mr.
right,
Calamity.
all right.
I will see you next week, Wednesday on Zoom, okay? Now, Mr.
Okay.
Calamity,
Yeah.
if you leave the facility without my permission, the police will pick you up and you'll go to the Wayne County Jail. I don't want you to go to jail. I'd rather
I
see
ain't
you
doing my
get your
time anyway for this
medication.
case. I already did my time anyway for
No,
this.
you haven't. No, you haven't, sir.
Yes, I did.
No, sir. No, sir. You haven't. So I'm just letting you know, okay?
This is worse than jail. Shit. There's
It
only one floor I
is.
can't get out. Just one elevator and you still can't get out.
Okay. I understand.
Look,
Miss Taylor, if you could reach out to Teams, I want to make sure he's getting his medications, okay?
you make sure I get back to Lake Ridge. Ain't nothing but men there. Supposed to be men. What the hell?
Mr. Calvin, your behavior right now says that you can't go to Lake Ridge.
I ain't do nothing.
Okay. All right. All right. You've got your return to court date. I'll see you on Zoom next week, and Miss Taylor is going to reach out to Teams to make sure you get your medicine, okay? All right. Have a good day, Mr. Calvin.
You make sure I go to Lake Ridge.
All right. Let's do it. Miss Taylor, who do we have up next?
Mr. Sean Cook, if he'll put his camera
All
on.
He doesn't have his camera on, so I won't be able to call his case.
And then
there
I
are
do see that
some
Miss,
eight cases. One second. Miss Attorney Warfield, I don't know if she may be in a breakout.
she went in a
room.
breakout
Never
room
mind.
with Mathers.
Okay, go right ahead. Miss Taylor.
I was just gonna say Miss Milling is logged in, but she is another one that was supposed to be scheduled for next week. I sent her a chat as well. She may be away from her phone, but she's not supposed to be on today.
All
So
right. I'll go ahead and remove her. Who else, Miss? You have all these folks that showed up. What else?
that was it, other than Mr. Cook, and then the intake Mr. Cruz are the last ones left, other than the people that's physically in court. And I don't know if you wanted to wait on Ms. Warfield to talk about Mr. Cruz.
Yes, I need Miss Warfield, and I need Miss Rogers.
Okay, let me reach out to Ms.
If
Rogers.
somebody could reach out, and a prosecutor and a defense attorney. All right. No, it's only some straggler cases this morning. Girl,
Judge, did they bring any of the jail people over?
not yet. And officer, could you check to see
Yeah,
if,
Mr. Philip Dorsey is here and Ms. Bernice Simmons will be coming over later to bring them back to prison.
That's good.
all right, Mr. Dorsey is on his way to the courtroom.
Okay.
Can you mute me for a second? I need to make a call.
What's wrong with my phone, bro?
Ms. Rouse, are you gonna speak? All right, Attorney Warfield, are you on?
I am on, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Attorney Warfield, we have a couple of people on deck that you're gonna need to speak to.
Okay.
Just to give you all an update, Mr. Dorsey has arrived from the Wayne County Jail. Good morning, Mr. Dorsey. Good morning, Mr. Dorsey. All right, and so Ms. Robs is getting ready to send him into the conference room and work on some things and getting him squared away. So he is here. I know that you've already talked with Ms. Mathis. And I also know that we're waiting on the prosecutor to do Mr. Cruz. There is a Marquisha Armstrong that's in the courtroom, and Ms. Armstrong is scheduled for 9:30 for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Ms. Warfield, have you received that information yet? The offer from the people, if there is one? Oh, you're on mute.
I did receive it, Your Honor, in my email. I am bringing it up right now.
All right, can you go in the breakout room and talk with Ms. Armstrong, and maybe we can get her squared away while we're waiting on a couple of things to unfold?
Absolutely.
Sir, you need to take that hat off in the courtroom. Thank you. There's also Mr. Andrews. I did not see Mr. Andrews. If your camera is off, I don't see you. I won't acknowledge you, and I will keep moving my docket.
That's
see you
me.
now, Mr. Andrews.
That's
I
me.
know. All right. So Mr. Andrews and Ms. Armstrong, you're gonna have to get in more light. I have to be able to see you. Mr. Andrews and Ms. Armstrong, you're going to get an invitation to a breakout room. And along with Ms. Warfield, she's gonna talk with you all, and hopefully I can get your cases done before I go back to my specialty court docket, okay? All right, let's do it. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Judge, did you want Ms. Mathis to do a test today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can they send her up and I can meet her on the 3rd floor, and then I'll head back down with her?
Okay. Ms. Mathis has to go up to the 3rd floor, officer.
317.
Where are you?
21.
21. All right.
And then Ms. Rogers said she'd be ready in about 10 minutes.
Okay, wonderful. Let me just make sure, is everybody accounted for? Mr. Bazzi. Who was he here on? Motaz Al Moen. Mr. Bazzi, I'm ready to call your case. I didn't know he was on, so let me know when the attorneys sign in. Just let me know, because they started putting these formal hearings on.
Okay.
Attorney Bazzi. Do you have a number for him?
Yes.
Mr. Oh, there he is. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I am well. I did not know that you were on this morning. My apologies. And
You're
so
fine.
I am ready to call your case. I do not like to keep attorneys waiting. Your matter was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. And so I am now calling case number SP 124-731-11 for Motaz Al Moemi. Your appearance, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Hussein Bazzi, P85891, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
All right, thank you, counsel. And today is the formal hearing is scheduled for 8:30, and the officer has not checked in. Is that correct, Ms. Drew?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, I will entertain your motion at this time, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Today being the date and time set for a formal hearing, the officer having not appeared, I move to dismiss this matter, Judge.
All right, and I am granting your motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you for your patience, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Ms. Taylor, oh, Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor, can I call some of the, I'd like to call some of the other remaining, oh, did I miss Ms. Taylor? It's true. Look up Latanya West for me. Because they were saying she was on my docket, but you just gave me a docket this morning. She's not on this docket.
Tanya West.
Latoni.
No, Judge, she was supposed to be on for July 6th. Ms. West,
Okay,
we pushed her out to
All
July
right.
6th.
all right, very good, because I don't see her on this docket.
Yeah.
All right, very good. You ready, Miss Taylor?
Yeah, are you ready
I'm
to
gonna-
proceed with the client or for dates? I was gonna come downstairs.
For dates.
Oh, I can do
I'm gonna do
dates.
dates real quick.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm letting Mr. Cook back in the courtroom. He still does not have a camera on. And so he's not connected to audio. I can't service him. He needs to just come in. So if he doesn't get himself together, he can come in. All right, I'm gonna call the 8:35 a.m. docket, Ms. Drew. I'm ready. I have the following, and I need to understand why we have 3 cases that are pretrial for Marquise Alexander. I shouldn't have any pretrials for Mr. Alexander. Yes.
Shannon, please.
1 second, please. Can you mute me for a second? All right, Miss Drew, why do I have 3 pretrials for Marquise Alexander?
Okay, Judge, I pulled them up and just checked looking at the ROA. Looks like it was a couple for few warrants found, and looks like maybe the last clerk that was here before, we might have told her to set it.
I didn't tell her to do that.
Okay.
Put those 3 back in warrant status.
Okay.
I don't want the time to toll. Put them back in warrant status. All right. Miss Rogers, good morning to you. We ready to go? Uh-oh, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm here. Good morning, Judge. Yes, I'm ready.
All right, I've got to get Miss Attorney Warfield back. And I know, thank you. I got to get Attorney Warfield back. As soon as she comes back, we are ready to go on Mr. Cruz. Are you ready on Mr. Cruz as well? Yes, okay.
Did you need any more dates?
I need all the dates. Let me call that right now. I have for Marquise Alexander, the following. I have the following cases should be in warrant status for Mr. Alexander. SP 113-75263, SP 114-26651. That should be in, those should be in warrant status. And then SP 113-75262, that should also be in warrant status. That was at 8:38. The remaining cases I need a date on for Mr. Alexander. Case number U594-56321, SP 107-8902, counts 2 and 3, SP 110-99421, SP 112-96841, SP 113-3415, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 113-75261. Case number 16210-8081. Case number 200-450-4701. Case number 207-120-331. And case number SN 2215671. Return to case, well, for Mr. Alexander, he's in the custody of the Wayne County Jail with a felony hold. And so there's nothing we can do with respect to the status of his mental health court case. Ms. Taylor, what would be his return to court date?
August 3rd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, wonderful. I have also, Mr. Cook has been let into the courtroom again. Still, he has not turned on his camera. Mr. Cook, I will not service you unless I can see your face. And in a few minutes, I'm not going to service you at all virtually. I'm going to require you to come down to 36th District Court. So I'll hold his case for a few more minutes. I have for Johanna Partee 210-451-2601. She was a face-to-face today, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what should her return to court date be?
Ms. Partee will return to court on July 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. I also have for Bernice Simmons 210-453-0701. Case number 210-454-5801 and 210-454-5901. She should be brought over today. She is?
Yes. She's here. They're waiting on the officers to call for her.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so we're gonna get a process today. Thank you. All right, let me drop down to the 10:30 is not yours, Jamar Anderson.
No.
Okay, let's go to 10:35. I have Lisa Linebarger 210-443-8101.
Ms. Linebarger will return to court on July 13th, 2022 at 8:35.
All right, very good. I also have for Cynthia Milling, case number Z8083691.
July 6th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Is there anyone else on the docket that I missed?
No.
All right, very good. Ms. Rogers is on. Ms. Rogers is walking into the courtroom now. I need Ms. Attorney Warfield is working solo today.
Oh, man. She's in overdrive.
Yes, so I'm gonna ask her to come back to the courtroom, and tell her we are ready on Mr. Cruz. Ms. Taylor, I don't know if you want to try to call Mr. Cook, but I'm not gonna do his case without a camera, a video. He needs to come down to the courthouse. Okay. All right, very good. Mr. Cruz, we're almost there. We have our prosecutor.
And Judge, were you able to speak to Judge Bryant on Mr. Cruz?
I'm still waiting for a call back from her. Can you mute me for a second? Can y'all unmute me? All right, Mr. Cruz, I'm gonna have you on mute, please. We are ready to proceed. Finally. All right, I have the following for Augustine Cruz, case number 210-565-5401 for the people.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P 2072.
Thank you, and good morning, Ms. Rogers. And then for Mr. Cruz.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P 85391 on behalf of Mr. Cruz, who is present via Zoom.
Thank you. And then Ms. Taylor.
Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager.
Thank you. And then Mr. Cruz, I need you to unmute and state your name for the record.
Mr. Cruz, there you go.
Okay. Augustine Cruz, ma'am.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
All right, and so we are here on today. I'm going to hear from all of the parties as to Mr. Cruz. Mr. Cruz was referred to us from Judge Bryant for specialty court. And we had an opportunity to staff this case on yesterday. And I would like to hear from the parties who as to eligibility and whether or not he should be admitted to our program. And so who wants to start? Miss, you want to start and just put the facts on the record or?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Taylor.
Okay, Mr. Augustine Cruz was referred to us by Judge Bryant on June 17th of 2022. He is before us for a controlled substance charge. He is 63 years of age, a Hispanic male. Mr. Cruz is currently on a 2-year probation with Third Circuit Court, where he is currently inpatient receiving residential substance abuse and mental health treatment services with Team Wellness. He is also on a tether that he must have for the duration of his 2-year probation term. So he is already engaging in the same services that we would have him participate in for our specialty court program.
And how long is he going to be at inpatient with Team Wellness?
They did not give a discharge date, but it's until he successfully completes and is stable enough to be released, which he did just enter the program May 1st of 2022. So he's very fresh in that program.
All right, very good. Anything else you want to add, Ms. Taylor?
Not at this time.
All right, thank you. Who would like to go next as to admission?
I can go next.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor, for giving the background of this. I am recommending that Mr. Cruz is not admitted to our program, only, not anything to do with eligibility, only because he is on probation with Third Circuit for 2 years, is currently in inpatient, has a tether, seems to be doing very well, and so he can focus his efforts on his probation with Third Circuit and not get split and overwhelmed with having duplicate requirements from our court when he's already doing things in Third Circuit, and especially even with our service providers. So I do not think he should enter the program so he can focus all his efforts on his probation with the Third Circuit.
All right, thank you. And so Attorney Warfield, in response.
Yes, Your Honor, in response, I had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Cruz this morning and learned a great deal about him. First of all, he was very charismatic, kept a smile on my face the entire time, has a beautiful smile. One thing he did share with me, though, was that he has been a user of crack cocaine for more than 30 years. And he has now gotten to a point where he is looking to completely change his life. He wants to do a complete 180, not only for himself, but he stated to me that he has 11 grandchildren that he actually wants to be there for and be a part of their life. He expressed that he knows that he can't curb 30 years of use with just a few months of treatment, and that he's had treatment in the past, that, you know, some of them worked, some of them didn't, but he really loves where he is right now. But one thing, again, that he really highlighted is that he wants recovery for the long road. He informed me that he was told the program with Team Wellness that he's in right now will last approximately 3 to 6 months, but it can continue if it's shown that he needs more time. Based off of our conversation, Your Honor, I think that he would benefit from our program because of the fact it would put an army behind him of resources. We're not looking for just quick fixes. We're not looking for, you know, temporary change. We want that long-term, life-altering change that Mr. Cruz indicated that he is seeking at this time. He is dedicated. He's willing to do everything that's needed and that is called for him to do to make that change, again, with his grandchildren being his main motivation. And I believe that with the resources that the mental health court can provide on top of the orders from Third Circuit, we can give him, put him on that right path for long-term change, not just for a brief moment in time.
All right, thank you. In response.
Yes, this is, I guess, the downside of going first. I was not sure that he wanted to be part of this program since he's already on probation at the Third Circuit. But if he wants to be part of this program, that's, I think, the most important thing. And we are happy to have you and have, as Ms. Warfield said, a whole team behind you. So I do change my recommendation, and I think he'd be a great fit for the program then.
All right, Ms. Taylor.
Well, originally, upon speaking, he was not interested in the program. If that opinion changed today, this is news to me. This will be my first time hearing about it. When I initially spoke to Mr. Cruz, he did appear overwhelmed. He did not want to switch his services, and he did not want to be under 2 courts. That is why I seemed to be repetitive, and I did not want him to regress in his progress. Now, if his opinion changed, or if that's what he wants to do, I think I would leave that decision up to you. I do understand what Ms. Warfield explained. I do agree with us having a lot of resources, but at the same time, I still do feel that he is currently in treatment, so it wouldn't be that much of a difference. But I will leave that decision up to you.
And he's going to go ahead, attorney.
because I did actually speak to Mr. Cruz about his hesitancy. We spoke about that. And I believe he was under the impression that we would be taking him from Team Wellness. And one thing that he stressed to me is that he loves where he is now. He said this is the best treatment program he's been in. And he feels that they genuinely care about him. So I think that was the confusion, that maybe he misunderstood the conversation he had with Miss Taylor, I'm sorry, about whether or not we will be, removing him from Team Wellness. So I just wanted to put that on the record. But the conversation that we had, he seems that he wants this team behind him to ensure his recovery.
All right, and so I have a question, and I don't know if Mr. Cruz can give me the answer. How often do you see your probation officer or your judge with Third Circuit Court?
I just seen my probation officer one time so far. I got an appointment next week, July 7th.
Okay, and you've only seen your probation officer one time?
Yeah, last week, that was I was scheduled, but I see her twice a month.
Twice a month.
Yes, ma'am.
And how often do you see your judge?
My judge?
Yes.
I haven't seen my judge, no.
I'm sorry, you haven't seen your judge? Your judge at Third Circuit, how often have you seen your judge?
How many times I seen her? Like 3 or 4
Yeah,
times.
since you've been there.
Oh, none. She just put me here and that's it.
And when are you gonna see her again?
I don't need to see her no more.
Mute me for 1 second.
Nope, just orange juice. Hold up, wait a minute, some. Then you had another one, but.
Mr. Cruz, go back on mute for me for 1 moment, okay?
All right, Ms. Warfield, I'm gonna summarize the sidebar that I had with the specialty court team. I believe that Mr. Cruz was sent and referred to us so that he could have that army behind him, as you described, that constant contact. Mr. Cruz, if you do decide to come into this program, we're not gonna change the services that you are receiving right now, but you will constantly be in contact with us. You're gonna see me every 2 weeks. You're gonna talk with your case manager every week. You're gonna have a lot of contact with us. You're gonna have your attorney that's assigned to you, defense attorney. We also have a prosecutor on the team. And so I believe that Judge Bryant wants you to have that kind of specialized care so that we can turn this 30-year thing around. And if you are willing to do that, and to have that kind of contact with the court, then I am willing to have you come into the program and work the program with us. And so what are your thoughts about that, Mr. Cruz? You want to do the program? I didn't hear your response.
Am I going to be living here?
I'm sorry?
I say, if I do the program, I'm going to get released out of Team Wellness?
Yes, you're going to continue with Team Wellness.
Okay, yeah.
Ms. Attorney Warfield?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was just clarifying. He was asking if he was staying at Team Wellness, that's all.
Yes, absolutely. It's working for you. So we're not going to move you.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Taylor, with that, are you ready to do his intake?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you have presented, give me 1 second. You have presented, and I wish I would have had this information before staffing yesterday, but unfortunately I didn't. And so here we are. Mr. Cruz, we're gonna take you in, and we are so happy to have you. We want to work with you. Listen, I admire the fact, I'm gonna write down that you have 11 grandchildren. I heard my pocketbook scream when you said that. I have 3 grandchildren, and they know they can have all the money in my pocketbook, all of it, even my little few hidden dollars, they can have it. And so, Mr. Cruz, if that's what's motivating you, 11 beautiful grandchildren, that's enough motivation. That's a whole lot of motivation. And so we want to work with you and make sure we have you on track, and so that when you leave us, the court system, that you are able to live independently. How does that sound to you?
Good.
That sounds good. All right. Prior to this, did you have a place of residency?
Yeah, I'll be staying with this old couple that I've been helping a lot of time. You know, on 3556 Karen Street.
Okay, don't put your address on the record, but you were living with some other people?
No, man, before that, I was on the street.
You were on the street?
Yeah.
He was on the streets. Got it. All right, very good. So we want to help you while you're with us, so that once you're finished, we want you to have stable housing.
Yes.
We want you to be productive in the community. We want you to have resources that when you have some issues, you know that you can pick up a phone, dial in, call in, or whatever you need to do. And so we want to make sure we equip you with all of those things. How does that sound?
So good.
Sounds good. All right. And so I've heard the arguments with respect to admission. Is there anything else that you all want to add?
Nothing further.
All right. Now, I do see Miss Drew did give me a printout for Mr. Cruz. He has some other outstanding matters here at 36th District Court, and I'd like to get those resolved. And so at some point. So I'm just placing you on notice, all parties, that he does have some other matters, and we want to make sure those matters get taken care of before you leave us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have any questions today for us, Mr. Cruz?
No, ma'am. I just like everything you said, and I appreciate it.
All right, very good. You had an opportunity to speak with Attorney Warfield. Are you satisfied that she answered all of your questions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. If nothing else, Miss Taylor, let's get a return to court date for Mr. Cruz.
He will return to court in person on July 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
And he'll do it in person?
Yes, since he wasn't here in person today, I would like him to come in person the next time to make sure that he signs all his documentation along with his court order and contract.
All right, and will you be able to coordinate with the team to get him here?
Yes.
And get him back?
Yes.
All right, very good. So we're putting you down. You're gonna come in and see us, but we're gonna make sure you can get here, okay?
Okay.
And you'll see us on July 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Warfield, Ms. Rogers, Ms. Taylor. Great job.
I'm sorry, Ms. Rogers. Can I, I'm sorry, Mr. Cruz.
And what day on the court? July what?
July 13th.
13, okay. July 13. July 13? Yes. Okay.
At 8:35 a.m. And if he can be brought in person, that would be great. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How you doing, Judge?
I am well. Tell me your name.
My name is Kwame Robinson.
Mr. Robinson. All right, you're working with Mr. Cruz?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. We're looking forward to hearing. Mr. Cruz is going to sign a release so that Ms. Taylor will be able to get information. And we're looking forward to learning what program Mr. Cruz is in at team. so that we can work with you all, okay?
Yes, you said what was the date again and time?
It is July 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. All right, are we all set?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe so. Mr. Cruz, you can hang up.
George,
Yes, Brian, I got
George
it.
Holmes.
Yes, Holmes. I know, that's Miss Holmes. Miss Holmes.
Yes.
All right,
All right.
we will see you there.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Robinson.
No problem. See you on the
All
13th,
right.
Judge.
All right, thank you, bye-bye. All right, great job, team. I appreciate you all.
No problem. Your Honor, is
All
it
right.
possible I could speak briefly with Ms. Rogers about Ms. Armstrong? She's one that was here for a bench warrant who I had an offer for.
Yes, Ms. Rogers, you want to give her a call?
Yep, I
Oh,
can
you
give
know
you a
we
call.
give out your cell number, right?
Is that a traffic matter though, or is that
It
for
is.
mental? Or
It's a traffic
It's a
matter.
traffic matter.
Oh, I don't handle those, so I don't wanna go over someone else's offer, but that's Mr. Rosenthal.
Can you reach out to Mr. Rosenthal?
I will. Yep. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. All right, why is Miss Linebarger on today? Miss Linebarger, she's not scheduled today. You have a face-to-face today. I can't hear you, you're muted. I still can't hear you. Good morning at the Wayne County Jail. Good morning.
I haven't talked to Mr. Jordan in a while.
Ms. Linebarger.
Ma'am, we called into the wrong courtroom.
All right, everybody talking to me. All right, thank y'all. Y'all be safe at the jail, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Yana.
All right, take care.
Ms. Lineberger, your return to court date is July 13th. You have a face-to-face today, so Ms. Ross will give you a call this afternoon.
Oh, okay, because I haven't talked to anybody in a while. Mr. Jordan, I haven't talked to him in a minute. The only person I talked to is Miss Griffin.
No, you spoke with Ms. Ross because she spoke with you when you were in the hospital. You have spoken to someone. She will give you a call this afternoon. Ms. Ebony Ross, remember she spoke with you, you were in the hospital.
Oh, I don't remember. Can you give me her phone number?
No, not on record. She will give you a call this afternoon, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Linebarger.
Hey,
Take care.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. All right, are we ready on, oh, that's Mr. Rosenthal. Girl, you better get out of my courtroom. I know, but she had a face-to-face. All right, good morning, Mr. Rosenthal. Thank you for joining us. All right, are
You're
we
welcome,
ready
Yana.
on? Yes. Are we ready on Ms. Mathis?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Give me 1 second. The shift gears for 1 second. Mr. Cook is still popping in and out of my courtroom.
So he not telling the difficulties. He don't have a phone, so he's on his dad's Android. He has trying to download, so that's why he's like, I'm on here.
But why he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing?
He had his services set up, and I think that's part of the problem. He reached out to me, I referred him to jail. He don't have an email, so I text the picture of the locations, the form and all of that. And he said he didn't know, he didn't get it, so I told him to go test today. He has an appointment scheduled with his mental people down in Macomb where he's at.
And he's gonna sign a release so that you can get all that information.
Yeah, so now it's just a matter of him trying to figure out what's going on.
So why can't he just come in? What's fine?
He might be in trouble.
Okay, we have people coming from.
And I know he got transportation issues like it. He won't be able to come today.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Do a face-to-face with him today. I need you to verify all of his information. And then he needs to work out his cell phone issues for next week. How's that? Yeah, I don't wanna put a warrant out for him either.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so let me just place this on the record very quickly for Mr. Cook. I have case number U 602263221 for Sean Cook. And so Mr. Cook was scheduled to be here on today in our virtual courtroom. Y'all, I'm on the record. Mr. Cook was scheduled to be here in our virtual courtroom on today. He is having some technical difficulties, Attorney Warfield. And so what I have indicated to Ms. Taylor, who has been in contact with him, is that she can do a face-to-face with him today. He must test on today. He has been informed that he must test on today. He must test without exception, without excuse. He must test on today. Must test on today. And then Ms. Taylor is going to get his information about his assessment and his appointments. And then I am going to adjourn him. I'll adjourn him to next week, which would be June the 6th, July, not June. All right, yes, I'll adjourn him to July 6th, 2022. And that's at 8:35 a.m. If he's still having technical difficulties, he will have to come in person. He will not get another face-to-face.
And good morning to Your Honor. We should be good on the 9 o'clock and the 9:30 cases, Your Honor. And this afternoon, we should be set.
You mean you want to call this afternoon, this morning? No, I'm just being funny.
I mean,
Okay.
whatever worked best with you, Your Honor.
Yeah, right. All righty. All right, very good.
Do you need my presence, though, Your Honor? Do you want me to stick around?
No, not if Miss Warfield doesn't need you.
Absolutely. If you need me, I'm here, so don't hesitate.
Miss Warfield, you're good?
I'm good, yes. I just
All
need to
right,
be
very
placed in the
good.
breakout room very briefly with Miss Armstrong, just to let her know of the new offer.
All right, and so Miss Warfield, you know what, let me have Miss Mathis just sit right on that front row just real quick, because these folks have been on since early. Can you do that like really quickly? And then come back and we'll be ready to go on Miss Mathis.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then Miss Taylor, have you updated the prosecution and defense on what's going on with Miss Mathis? Are they aware, or are you just gonna put it on the record and everybody?
She was aware. I'm sorry, I don't have Ms. Warfield's number, and I was away from my computer. I couldn't chat her, but I was gonna put it on the record.
Okay, wonderful. And I'm going to send you Miss Warfield's number right now. Ms. Rives, let me know when you are ready to go with Mr. Dorsey.
Your Honor, I'm actually ready now.
Okay. Mr. Cook, I have already said to Ms. Taylor that you must go and test this morning. So I need you to go and test, and then you're gonna have some conversation with Ms. Taylor, and I will see you next week, Wednesday, okay? I can't hear you, you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. So you're
Okay.
you're gonna go test, and then you're gonna talk to Ms. Taylor today. Mr. Cook, you've got to do the court's order, irrespective of where you are. You've got to follow up my orders, okay?
One quick question for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, give me
Is it
1
time?
second. 1 second. Are you home?
I'm on my way there now. I talked to him though. He said we good. I talked to the people.
Mr. Cook, can you remove your hat, please?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind the hair.
No problem, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Cook, what is your question?
I was told, either by you or Miss Taylor, I'm not certain, that I was only to be on tether for 30 days.
Mr. Cook, right now, you're not in compliance with my court order, so I don't even want to talk about a tether right now. I need to get you in compliance. So let's get you in compliance and then we can talk about a tether another time, okay?
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, very good. All right, go test, Mr. Cook, and then
Yep,
Ms.
I'm on it.
Taylor, take Ms. Taylor's call.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Warfield, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, very good. Are your two traffic matters, are they quick matters or I need to do them later? Because I have a prosecutor in here right now.
They're quick.
They're quick, can you indulge me? Okay, wonderful, let's do them very quickly. Are they on? Where are they?
They're in the breakout.
All right, very good. Let's do it. I am ready first on Ms. Armstrong. I have case number SP 123-53211. Ms. Armstrong, please state your full name for the record.
Marquisha Armstrong.
All right, thank you, Ms. Armstrong, and thank you for your patience this morning. How are we proceeding this morning? Ms. Warfield?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I had an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor, Mr. Rosenthal, on this matter. He has agreed to amend Ms. Armstrong's driving with a suspended license charge to and allowing an unlicensed person to drive for ticket number SP 123-53211.
All right, very good. So she will plead on the driver's license, driving with a suspended license. And then upon acceptance of that plea, I will amend it to blockading traffic. No, I'm sorry, not blockading. Allowing an unlicensed driver to drive.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Armstrong, please, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down, and I need to print out a summary for Ms. Armstrong. Counsel, you may proceed as to your client's constitutional rights, establishing that she understands that she's waiving them, and then you may proceed as to the factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Armstrong, you do acknowledge you do have the right to a trial in this manner, and that if you do.
Hold on. I just got a print out on Ms. Armstrong. Ms. Armstrong has a number of things outstanding here at 36th District Court.
Oh.
She has a number of things.
Remember, we went through that.
Where's her file? Give me 1 second. Hold on, Ms. Armstrong. And so today was supposed to be the day that we worked through all of those, Ms. Armstrong.
We worked through all of them last time, and you gave me each month to pay off a ticket.
Okay, and have you been paying?
Yeah, I paid a ticket in June. I got to pay a ticket in July.
All right, and then you got to stop getting tickets.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and so Ms. Drew,
Yes, ma'am.
is there any way that you can quickly assess whether or not she's in warrant status on any of these matters? Because I don't see anything with a zero balance. Which ticket did you pay in June?
No warrants.
I paid a
Okay.
ticket $50 in June.
Which one was that?
I'm not sure.
Ms. Drew, are you able to tell if she paid a ticket in June?
I can go
It was
through
on
each
June
one.
17th.
Because everything on here has a balance.
It was for $50 on June 17th.
Girl, you blowing your nose in my courtroom.
I'm sorry.
Now, you already came on here with tissue stuffed up one nostril and almost freaked me out.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Ms. Armstrong, you do you this morning. I'm gonna let you. All right. Do you see anything, Ms. Drew?
A couple tickets I see that,
She's paid.
well, that they held her income tax and put, and made the payment on June 23rd. Oh, I'm sorry, that was last year. Let me check.
All right. I'm gonna give you a chance to check that out, but I'm gonna go ahead, Miss Warfield, because I want Miss Armstrong to get squared away. She had, and you know what it may be? I don't know if it was a civil infraction she paid or what have you. It may have fallen off, but I've given her one thing to pay at a time.
Okay.
And so, all right, I need you to continue to pay. All right, Miss Armstrong, this stuff is never going away.
I will.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Warfield, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Armstrong, we did speak briefly about this in the breakout room, but you do know that you do have a right to trial. And if you do plead today, you are giving up that right to trial, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you also know that any appellate, any appeals that you would have had a right to, you are giving that right up as well by pleading today, correct?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you to plead guilty today?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything besides an amended charge if you do plead today?
No.
Okay, Your Honor, would you like for me to go into the factual basis?
Yes, please do.
Okay, Your Honor, Ms. Armstrong, on or about August the 9th of 2021, were you driving in the city of Detroit on West Island Drive?
Yes.
Did you have a valid license at that time?
No.
And was your valid license not valid because it was suspended, Your Honor? I'm sorry, suspended, Ms. Armstrong.
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, I am satisfied with the factual basis.
All right, I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. Make sure I have the right one. Yes, I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I am amending the charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And then Ms. Armstrong, I am ready for sentencing. Anything you'd like me to know, Attorney Warfield?
Your Honor, as you've already acknowledged, Ms. Armstrong does have a lot of things she is taking care of, not only in this court, but she also apprised me of other courts and cities that she is taking the steps to remedy all of her tickets. She is aware of her responsibilities and she is ready and more than willing to get back on track so she can obtain your license. I have no doubt that she will stay in compliance and she will get everything paid off as you order.
All right, very good. Ms. Armstrong, you said you owed something, you paid something on June 17th?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to assess, I'll only assess the fine. And I'm going to assess the fine in the amount of $50. But I need you to get this paid right away.
Okay.
When can you get it paid?
Can you give me to Monday of next week?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do one a little bit better because I don't want to set you up. Monday is a holiday. So I'm going to take it out to July 11, 2022. I'm putting it on my docket for 10:30 a.m. Let's make sure that you get this one paid. It's $50. I'll
Can you give me that
waive
ticket
any
number?
warrant. Yes. The ticket number is SP 123-532-11.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. $50.
All right, Ms. Armstrong. Yes, ma'am, by the 11th. And then continue with your payment plan for your other matters, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, very good. Good to see you today. Take good care of yourself.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Ms. Drew, I do not see this.
I'm all done. I can exit out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Leave us, please.
Okay, very good.
All right, you too. All right, very good. All right, do you have anyone else, Miss Warfield, that we can do very quickly? I thought there was Mr. Andrews, and Mr. Andrews doesn't have his camera on, so I'm gonna keep it moving.
I wasn't aware that I
Come
had
on,
to have the
Mr.
camera on, ma'am.
Yes, how would I know you're in the courtroom then?
No, I'm sorry. My phone volume keeps going in and out, so I probably didn't hear
All
it.
right,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. Let's do it, because I know you're at work. Let's do it. I have case number U 593-85421. State your name, Mr. Andrews.
Gabriel Andrews.
All right, Miss Attorney Warfield, how are we proceeding?
Good morning, Your Honor. Today is the time and date set for an arraignment on a bench warrant for Mr. Andrews, Your Honor. So I would ask, for purposes of arraignment, we stand mute into plea of not guilty. I would ask for the continuation of personal bond. Mr. Andrews expressed to me that the reason why he missed his last court date, which was set for a bench trial, was because he had COVID and he did not have a device in which he could log into Zoom. Subsequently, he said he did try to call the court to let them know of the situation that happened, but the warrant had already been issued. He paid the bond and he received this date for his arraignment.
All right, very good. And so I'm entering a plea of not guilty.
Correct.
On behalf of your client.
Yes.
And is he asking for a pretrial date or was there an offer from the people?
There is no offer, Your Honor, so we will be asking for a pretrial date.
All right, I'll schedule this matter for pretrial. The pretrial will be on, let's see, the pretrial will be on July 6th, 2022, and that's going to be at 11 o'clock a.m. Anything on Zoom? Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing further from me, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Andrews, for your patience.
Thank you.
So we log back in, Mr.
All right.
Andrews, July 6th, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Free to go?
All right, Mr. Amsha, do you have your own attorney?
I don't need it.
No, well, you do. Either you're gonna use ours or you have your own. So I'm asking, do you have an attorney?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, and so Ms. Warfield, after I finish, I have a couple of things I need to do in the courtroom, and then I'll have you go in the breakout room with Mr. Amsha, okay?
All right.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Mr. Dorsey has to be out of here for 12. Is that right, Miss? Who's doing Dorsey? Miss Rada?
She was handling his situation today. She said he's all set up with a treatment facility. And
Right.
Joel said that they will be out with tethers around noon or so.
Right, and then he's gonna get picked up. I want to put that on the record.
Okay.
Is Miss Rada, is she in with someone else right now? Can you do it? Well, it's okay. Let's go to Miss Matt. It's all right. Leave her there. That's
If she
okay.
can give me her notes, I can-
That's okay. We still have a little bit of time. I just don't want to run afoul of people that's gonna pick him up and stuff. Let's go to Miss Mathis. And thank you. That's okay. And thank you, Prosecutor Rogers, for being here. Let's go to Miss Mathis. I have from Mahogany Mathis 200-579-1901 and 204-857-381. Miss Mathis, state your full name for me. All right, thank you. Good morning to you, ma'am. All right, for the people.
Good morning, Cindy Rogers for the people, PA 2072.
All right, thank you. And then Miss Taylor.
Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager.
And good morning, Your Honor, Attorney Jessica Warfield, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Is there a problem? Oh, okay. Y'all had me. I'm like, okay, do I need to?
Sorry. Well, she can get set up with Dorsey.
Yes, absolutely.
They can go back there in the.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you. All right, who wants to start first? Ms. Mathis, I'm gonna start with you. Why are you here today? You tell me why you think you're here.
Because I had a positive screen for alcohol.
You've had more than one positive screen for alcohol.
Yes, ma'am.
And also, what did I tell you about your treatment going forward? What did I say to you?
That I had to do in person. I informed the lady, Miss
Griffin.
Miss Griffin, that I had to do in person, and she still keep calling.
No. Why didn't you go up to the facility? I didn't give the order to Miss Griffin. I gave the order to you.
Well, she closed at 9:45. At that time, I'm at work. I can't leave work.
So, Miss Mathis, why didn't you make an appointment to just go up there? I'll go up there. Because that's what she's reporting. You're so busy with work, you're just on the phone. And she indicated that she knew that the court said you had to do your stuff in person. She can't make you come in person. I ordered you to go in person. And you're not in compliance with my order, and you testing positive.
Miss, Judge, I don't get off of work until 3:00, so I don't have no problem with going up there, but when I get a phone call instead of her.
Because her did not give you an order. Judge Holmes gave you an order. In person. That's what Judge Holmes gave you. Ms. Griffin didn't give you an order. She didn't give you an order. I gave you an order. That's why I didn't tell Ms. Griffin to tell you. I told you. That's why I didn't get Ms. Taylor to tell you. I told you. So you could be clear that this is my order and you have not been in compliance and you testing positive. You have a problem today. It's a problem. It's a problem.
I understand that. Okay, I can explain the drinking but I apologize. I was confused when she kept calling me. I just didn't know. We just talked over the phone, so I just was confused.
No, you did know, because Judge Holmes sat right here in virtual court and said to you, Ms. Mathis, because you were testing positive, I indicated that you could no longer do telehealth. And I think there were some issues that she was rushing off the phone and things of that nature, that you can no longer do telehealth. You must go in person. Ms. Mathis, I don't know how to get any clearer than that. I don't care if Mickey Mouse called you. I told you to go to Team Wellness for in-person therapy. That is what I told you. There is no way around that. It does not get any clearer than that. It doesn't get any clearer than that. And you're not in compliance, and you knew that you had 2 days of jail held in abeyance if you were not in compliance with my orders. You knew that, right? Because we've been on this roller coaster. I don't know what's going on, but we on this roller coaster.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not asking you to do anything that is not doable. I don't think I've asked you to do anything. I'm doing baby steps with you. Everything I've asked you to do is doable. Show up for your testing. Make sure you don't have nothing in your system that shouldn't be in your system when you show up for your testing, and do your treatment. That's all I've asked you to do. There are folks in this program that's doing 6 and 7 things in one phase. Not you. Not you. Really, it's only 2, but if we want to just stretch it to make it look good, it's 3. Show up in person for your test, for your counseling. Go to testing, make sure nothing's in your system. And we had a conversation ad nauseum because you were drinking stuff that you thought was non-alcoholic. When the list that they give you from this court says, don't drink the very thing you was drinking because it has a small percentage of alcohol in it. Not to mention, you are responsible for reading to see what's in everything that you eat and you drink. And in this day and time, I don't understand why people don't do that anyways. Because you can buy everything at the gas station and at convenience stores. I don't understand. I'm not eating, drinking nothing that I don't read the labels. Because I'm an adult and I'm responsible for everything that goes into my body. Everything. Everything. And so are you. Who wants to address the court first?
Your Honor, I can address the
Well, I do want Ms. Taylor to put on the facts about, because there's some other developments. Go ahead, Ms. Taylor.
Ms. Mathis was last in court on June 15th. She was here in person that day as a result of a positive alcohol drug screen that was received on May 30th. And since then, again, she was court ordered to complete mental health sessions in person, face-to-face at minimum 1 time a week, and to continue screening at minimum 3 times a week. Since then, I have received positive screens. She tested positive on that day of court on June 15th. June 22nd, which is.
I'm sorry, one more time. She tested positive on June 15th?
Yes, in our court lab, positive for alcohol. She tested positive on June 22nd, for alcohol as well, which I did submit for confirmation. I have not received that confirmation screen yet. And she tested positive again on June 25th for alcohol, and she missed a screen on June 28th. And then again, she has not been participating in mental health sessions in person. She is still doing telehealth.
What is your recommendation, Ms. Taylor?
At the last court hearing, we ordered that Ms. Mathis was to receive 2 days jail in advance. And I do want to put on record that at the last court hearing, Ms. Mathis did report that she was having a mental breakdown and she was in crisis, which we did connect her with the crisis unit, and she received help that day, as well as medications. And since then, she also has completed a psych eval, so she was current with her treatment. So if additional things were needed, she had those resources to request the help.
And so your recommendation is the 2 days that were held in abeyance?
Yes, I don't have any other recommendation.
All right, thank you. Ms. Attorney Warfield, you wanted to address the court first, or did you want to hear the people's recommendation?
I can hear people's recommendation for sure.
All right, go right ahead, Attorney Rogers.
All right, thank you, Judge. I'm honestly shocked that we're here exactly 2 weeks later. Our previous court hearing, when we had a positive screen then, was having issues. We had at least 1 positive screen and came to court and tested positive at court 2 weeks ago. And 2 days, and was still not placed into custody that day, but 2 days of jail were put in abeyance after she tested positive and came to the court with alcohol in her system. Which just shows that she doesn't have any respect for this court and is not trying to work the program, which is the most important thing here. And 2 weeks later, things have escalated somehow. She's not doing her face-to-face therapy that she was ordered to do. And I understand if she's working, but you need to reach out with Ms. Griffin and arrange it and come up with a schedule. You have to make an effort to comply with the court order. And there was absolutely no effort made there. And then on top of not doing her therapy, she's also tested positive on June 25th. And I'm sorry, Ms. Taylor, was June 22nd a positive, or we're waiting for that?
It's positive, but I submitted for confirmation.
I see, thank you. So she tested 2 positive times after, and then also missed the screen on the 28th, which a missed screen does count as a positive because we have no idea. And with the previous positives that same week, it appears to be another positive. Because the behavior seems to be escalating over the course of the last month, with the positive screenings, not doing the face-to-face, and also not reaching out to Ms. Taylor or this court, not using any of her resources. And things are just getting worse, it seems. I am asking for the 2 days in abeyance that I asked for on the 15th. I'm also asking for 2 additional days based on everything that happened in the last 2 weeks. So I'm asking for 4 days in custody in total.
All right, thank you. Attorney Warfield?
Yes, Your Honor. I had a chance to speak with Miss Mathis this morning. One thing that I do want the court to know is that she was extremely honest with me this morning. On June 21st, her aunt, who she actually called her favorite aunt, passed away. And she was honest with me. She said, I drank. I drank because that's just what I did. She also expressed to me that as of recently, she wants better medication. She said the medication that she's on now is making her feel worse. And she even expressed having suicidal thoughts at sometimes. Ms. Mathis needs help, Your Honor. I've expressed to her in our conversation that we have been here to help her, but she has kind of dug a hole for herself with, these multiple screenings being positive and not doing her therapy sessions. But Ms. Mathis, in our conversation that we had, she's at a point where she needs help, and she knows that she needs help with the grief that she's experiencing with the passing of her aunt, She just says she just doesn't know what else to do. And again, with the medication, she's not feeling any better. She says she's actually feeling worse. So I don't want the court. I do acknowledge, and Ms. Mathis does know that the court did order her to go to face-to-face counseling. When I expressed, this contention to Ms. Mathis, she told me that she spoke with Ms. Griffin every day. In previous practices, when she was ordered to go to face-to-face, Ms. Griffin would give her a time. I vehemently expressed to Ms. Mathis that, Your Honor expressed to her directly that she had to schedule the face-to-face. There was some confusion again because Ms. Mathis was used to Ms. Griffin calling and saying, okay, hey, come in this day. So she was not understanding the fact that she actually had to schedule those face-to-face. She thought that Ms. Mathis was going to call with the date for her to go. We're at an impasse, Your Honor, where Ms. Mathis knows the severity of her actions. She knows that she is facing jail time. This time, though, Your Honor, she is taking full responsibility. And I think one thing that I value about this court is that this court does value honesty. And that court doesn't necessarily punish honesty, but dishonesty and things of that nature. Ms. Mathis has a history. She does. I feel like now that she is calling out for help, that she's acknowledged that she does have a problem, that she acknowledges that alcohol should not be the answer that she goes to when she's facing her extreme depression or her extreme grief, such as times like these. She has other outlets, and that's what we're here for. And she needs to use us as her outlets. So I'm asking that the court does not sentence my client to jail, but maybe forces her to go into a face-to-face session today, no later than tomorrow, in order to get her on track and, again, utilize the resources that are here for her to give her the help that she's saying that she desires.
All right, thank you. A couple of things that I want to just make sure I'm clear on. First of all, my condolences to you and your family in the loss of your loved one. I understand that death can cause us to go backwards and do things that we otherwise would not do. Here's where I'm going to struggle with you, Ms. Mathis. We have availed you of every resource. And even in the midst of a crisis, you have not taken advantage of those resources. We've availed you of every resource. I understand that you have no control over death and that death has a horrible sting. I understand that. Been there, done that. However, when you have resources available to you, especially given your track record, I have a problem with that. Because if you had been utilizing the resources and doing what this court has ordered you to do, maybe you would have some different outcomes. And you have got to learn that throughout life, life is going to happen. Death is going to happen. And I don't say that to be insensitive. It's going to happen. And if your first response is going to be, I'm going to jeopardize myself to the point where I could be incarcerated, then we're not helping you with getting you ready for real life. Because you've got to start thinking differently. When life happens, I don't need to self-sabotage. I need to get my footing. I need to pick up the phone. I need to go in. I need to do whatever I need to do to avail myself of resources so I don't self-destruct, so I don't lose my freedom, so I don't lose my job, so I don't have to come and sit in court all day or whatever may happen in life as a part of consequences. And that's not what you've done. And yes, Attorney Warfield, I do. I respect and appreciate when people are honest with me. But listen, we're on a roller coaster and I'm getting off the ride today. The ride has stopped and I'm choosing to get off. You need to choose to get off with me. And the only way I know how to do that is to send you to that Wayne County Jail, give you an opportunity to think about how am I going to handle things going forward. You can't create your own crisis and then not respond with the resources we've given you. And when I say create your own crisis, I'm not saying you're passing. I understand that part. But this is how you've created your own crisis. You're picking up drinking, you're missing your test, and then you're not following through with the resources that the court gave you and said, get up and go face to face with Ms. Griffith, because that's one of the issues she has with you. You all are on the phone. You so busy. You got to work. You don't have time for this. You're creating your own crisis, man. You're saying, I need help But then you're not taking advantage of the help that we're giving you. You're creating your own crisis. I'm not gonna tolerate that. I'm just not. And so I won't increase the days to 4 days. I won't do that. But she's gonna serve those 2 days in advance. And so you are going into the custody of the Wayne County Jail on today, on this morning. I am going to bring you back. Today is Wednesday, Thursday. I'm bringing you back Friday morning. You're gonna return to court on July 1st, 2022, and that'll be at 8:35 a.m. Please indicate that the MIT says that she must be dressed out with all of her belongings, so that when she leaves us, she's able to go home and don't have to deal with getting her things from the jail. On July 1st, 2022, at 8:35 a.m.
Can I contact my mother and tell her I'm going to?
Yes, they'll make sure you make a phone call and all that good stuff, okay? But you can do that, yes, ma'am. All right, Miss Mathis, get it together. Get it together. All right, you gotta go with the officer. All right, who do we have up next? We're doing an intake, are we doing just the summary on Mr. Dorsey?
Yes.
To let me know what's going on? Okay, she's getting processed, and then I think we're in good shape.
I agree.
Prosecutor wise. And so, Ms. Warfield, at this time, I'm gonna have you go in the breakout room with Mr. Amsha, and then I'll be ready to go when you all come back.
I realize, Your Honor, I do not have an offer for Mr. Amsha.
Okay, Ms. Drew, do we have an offer? Actually, he is up for a pretrial as to 2 matters.
And that's for admission?
Yes, he's on the 10:45 a.m.
Yes, we do.
All right, can you send those to Attorney Warfield? Ms. Drew is sending it over right now.
Thank you.
Did Mr. Amsha leave?
I think he just went to the breakout room, I think.
Oh, okay, great. Mr. Dorsey, you ready to work your program? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You are, all right, I'm ready for you to work your program too. I hate seeing you in jail, Mr. Dorsey, you're a good person. I don't want you to ever get used to being in jail, ever. Ever, okay? All right, someone just joined us on an iPhone. I'm going to ask you to please turn on your camera. Ms. Wilson, you can try to chat with that person. Ms. Ross, are you ready on Mr. Dorsey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dorsey can stay right there, officer. And Ms. Ross, wait, have they wiped the podium?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I'm going to place Mr. Dorsey's cases on the record at this time. I have the following for Philip Lee Dorsey. It's the 4th, right, Mr. Dorsey? All right, very good. I have case numbers 210-454-6801. SX 360-35671, U 510-19719, U 558-23220, U 536-13920, U 575-98120, U 575-98320, U 593-34121, and case number 190-460-1401. Mr. Dorsey, very loudly state your full name for me. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Dorsey. All right, Ms. Robbs, is Mr. Dorsey ready to work the program this time?
Your Honor, I do believe Mr. Dorsey is ready. We were back there, he did express a couple of concerns, Your Honor, that do need to be addressed with Elmhurst home with regards to, his medications and making sure you get his medication.
Speak a little bit in that mic for me.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, here we go.
He is ready to work the program, Your Honor. He did express a few concerns with regards to, him getting his medication regimen together and that be, given to him. We did get on the 1-800 line, Your Honor, able to make contact. I made contact with Ms. Darnell, which is the intake specialist over at Amherst Holmes, who indicated that they were more than willing to take Mr. Dorsey back. I did, Ms. Taylor had contacted Mr. Joe with regards to Mr. Dorsey getting his tether, so they should be here around.
I think
12.
they've already come, didn't they?
Yeah, she already back there.
Oh, perfect.
All right, wonderful.
Perfect. So he should be getting tethered, Your Honor. Once that happens, Elmhurst Home indicated that all we had to do was give them a call and they would send transport to come and get Mr. Dorsey. Again, outside of that, Your Honor, like I said, he did express a couple concerns that could be communicated with Elmhurst, that should be communicated with Elmhurst Homes, which he did indicate was one of the reasons why he wasn't successful in the past. So hopefully we rectify that, Your Honor, but I do believe he's ready at this time, Your Honor. He was compliant, cooperative. He didn't express any, any hesitation. He did what was requested and asked of, and I just wish Mr. Dorsey, well on his journey, and hope that he complies and gets what he needs while in treatment.
All right, Mr. Dorsey, you're gonna go to Elmhurst. Ms. Robs is going to work today to make sure that there's no break in your meds. And also something came from the jail, right? There was a slip or something that we talked about in staffing that Ms. O'Brien said usually goes with them so that the receiving facility knows what medications have been working for them since he's been in the jail.
Yes, sure, I'll follow up, and see with regards to that slip to make sure that that's something that they have handy, so that he's equipped for what he needs when he gets to Amherst Home.
All right, wonderful. So Mr. Dorsey, here's what I need you to do. I need you to stay there. And if there's a problem, you call Ms. Robs or you ask to zoom into the courtroom. Don't walk away, Mr. Dorsey. I want you to stay there. Listen, Ms. Robs, I know we mentioned in staffing, Mr. Dorsey said he loves music. I need you to reach out to Elmhurst about music.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? All right, Mr. Dorsey, we wanted to see if they can, we're gonna have them incorporate some music into your therapies, okay? I can't hear you. All right, wonderful. And also, you also said you create music, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, and we want to find out how they can help you to get those creative things going again, okay? All right, Mr. Dorsey, you know you sat in that seat before and told me you was gonna do this, right?
I wasn't serious last time.
You weren't, you serious this time?
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Dorsey. We pulling for you. Listen, in the last, what? Has it even been 4 months? We've lost, what, 6 people in our programs?
I'm used to being on drugs now, but I don't really have urge anymore.
Okay, you get an MAT treatment, right?
I got a lot of treatment.
Miss Rouse, is he on MAT?
Your Honor, that was one of the concerns that he did address. And so therefore that information needs to be communicated with Elmhurst so that they can make sure that he's linked to MAT treatment.
He was taken off in jail, remember? Your
Oh,
Honor?
because he had that positive test for fentanyl.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk with Elmhurst about MAT. Is that something you want to discuss, Mr. Dorsey? Okay, all right. I don't force people to do MAT, but if you believe you need that help, we're gonna get you with the doctor that will help you and guide you through that process, okay? All right, what questions do you have, Mr. Dorsey? Now, Mr. Dorsey, if they call me tonight and tell me that you walked away from Elmhurst, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's nothing out there, Mr. Dorsey. There's nothing out there. Not good, not that you deserve. You deserve so much more than you give yourself. You do, because you're a good person. I almost said a good kid, but you're a good person. You are, all right? All right, Ms. Rods, what's next? What would be the return to court date for Mr. Dorsey?
Your Honor, would you like to see him in a week just for check-in, verification that everything is going well and smooth, and if he has any concerns? If we could, Your Honor, bring him back July 6th, 2022, 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And so we'll make sure we connect with Elmhurst. Ms. Rods, and I know you're gonna do this anyways, follow up today. Here you go, Ms. Drew. Follow up today with, you know, what they're gonna do. Make sure, I need him to get his meds today,
Yes.
okay? He can't wait a couple of days. I need you to stress that to them. And then let's immediately get him connected. He's asking about MAT. Let's immediately get him connected with MAT. And then let's work with them.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need you to do this, Mr. Dorsey. I'm rooting for you, okay? All right. You're gonna have to have a seat with me until they're ready to pick up and we are in their time frame.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Ross. Excellent job. I appreciate it. All right. Are you also working with Ms. Simmons?
Yes,
And-
we're working together with.
Okay, how's that going?
Oh, well, Your Honor, she indicated she wants to go to Naomi's next, so we do have the other one. She was here, here for a couple of days, she did make some things, Your Honor, was perhaps, some thinking thinking. She did indicate that, you know, if she was released, you know, she would have probably done the wrong thing. So she's grateful that she's gonna leave from here and go directly to treatment.
I love it. I love it when they realize that, when folks realize that we really are trying to help them.
Absolutely.
Yes. There is a Kiera Anderson that's on. Miss Anderson, are you still with us? Or Miss Wilson, is Miss Anderson still with us?
No, she's for the afternoon docket.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I need to call my 9 o'clock docket, Ms. Drew, you ready for me? Because I'm almost there.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, 9 o'clock, I have Larry Alderman Jr. I have case number SP 1196173, counts 1 and 2. He was scheduled for a pretrial on today at 9 o'clock. It's 11:20 a.m. I'm satisfied. I've given him ample time to appear. KPS will issue the bond, will be set at $50 cash as surety as to each matter. I'm now going over to the 10:30 a.m. docket. I have case number U 595-11121 for Jumar Anderson. It says that it's a review.
Yes, it actually should be, looks like it should have been adjourned today, but he did pay in full, and it's a delayed sentence, Judge.
Okay, when was it supposed to be dismissed pursuant to the delayed sentence?
Today it's his delayed sentence.
Wonderful, then I am dismissing his matter without prejudice because he has paid in full.
Okay.
All right, and then we just have our 10:45 docket, and then we'll break for lunch and come back. And then Ms. Drew, I'm gonna be in chambers. I have another meeting. And let me know when things are ready. We should have Mr. Malafite. I don't know if you'll need to reach out to him or he should just come right back. And we'll have Ms. Warfield for the afternoon docket, which is awesome. Yes, sir.
What about Ms. Simmons?
We waiting for Ms. Simmons to come. That's our last case of the morning, and Mr. Amsher. Yep, I'm waiting on Ms. Simmons.
Dorsey's gonna take it to the room, they're giving out lunch at noon. That's like 10, you about to go now.
Can you all just bring him some food from the D room?
I probably could.
Okay, just in case. All right, and then for Ms. Simmons, can I get ROAs for Ms. Simmons? Has she already pled? I don't think so.
Have you guys ever had Wayne County breakfast before? It's a little nasty.
You're the only one that said that.
All right, I don't think, let me get the ROAs for Ms. Simmons. I mean, they having a good time, sound like it.
I'm sorry, Miss Wilson. Can you place me one more time in the breakout room with Mr. Amash? I just realized something. I forgot to tell him. I'm sorry.
Mr. Amsher, do you know how to go back to the breakout room? Okay, I'll send you to another one.
Okay.
Leave meeting.
Accept the breakout, Mr. Amsher.
I need you back in the breakout room, Mr. Amash. I'm sorry.
He's in 3 now.
We are ready, Your Honor, when you are.
You ready for me, Ms. Warfield?
I was, and then Mr. Amsha just logged
Oh,
off.
he's in
So
the
I'm not,
waiting room. I'm gonna let him in. There we go. All right, Mr. Amshaw, are you ready? Is that my Friday docket? All right, let's do it. I have the following from Mr. Amshaw. I have case numbers SP 123-0326, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Amshaw, state your full name for me, please.
Sorry.
Please
Yeah.
state your full name.
Yeah, Muhammad R.G. Amsha.
Thank you. All right, now I'm looking at his file. I've scheduled 2 things for pretrial. We had 3 other matters that are civil infractions. Did you get those civil infractions paid?
Your Honor, they're actually part of the offer that he's looking to take today.
All right, very good. Then let's do it. What's the offer?
Your Honor, the people are offering to, if Mr. Amsha pleads guilty to ticket number ending in 3261, they are willing to amend that charge to a failure to display. And if he pleads responsible to ticket ending in 3333, they are willing to amend that charge to a blockading traffic. He would like to avail himself of that offer today. And the rest of those civil infractions would be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay, upon payment of fines and costs. And so I need to make sure on his printout, give me 2 seconds. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, and 3 are accounted for. You know, accounted for. All right. Now, Ms. Drew,
Yes.
on all of these other matters that say closed, he doesn't owe any money. That means he took care of everything. Can you just randomly check one that says closed? It's my
Yes.
pen. Why don't you
Yeah.
take my pen? Check one that said, check one in the system. All right, let's do it. Mr. Amsha, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help me God. Did you pay though?
I swear.
Yes.
Thank you. May place your hand down. Ms. Warfield, you may proceed with with constitutional rights first and then factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Amsha, you do realize that you do have a right to trial. And if you do plead today, you are giving up that right to trial, correct?
Yeah.
You do understand that if you had gone to trial, you would have had a right to an appeal, and you pleading today gives up that right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you a few other questions, Mr. Amsha. Did anyone threaten you to plead today?
I'm sorry. Can
Did
you tell me again?
anyone threaten you to plead today to these offenses?
No.
Did anyone promise you anything outside of the amended charges if you pled today?
No.
It is your free will that you are pleading today?
Yes.
I'm satisfied with the constitutional basis, Your Honor. It's the court.
Yes, I'm satisfied. You may proceed as to the factual basis.
Thank you. Mr. Amsha, on or around July 24th, 2021, were you driving in the city of Detroit on or around Paul Drive?
No. In July 24?
July 24th of last year, 2021, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes. Yes, I do.
When you were driving with a valid license?
No.
And was that license not valid because you never acquired it?
Yes.
Also on that same day and time in the same city, did you fail to stop at an intersection? On or around Paul Drive in Detroit, Michigan?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you fail to stop at a red light?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you fail to stop at a red light that was at an intersection on that same day and time?
Yeah, yes.
Your Honor, I am satisfied with the factual basis.
All right, I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty as to the misdemeanor. I'm amending that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. For that matter, I'm assessing our cost in the amount of $200. The fine will be $50. As to the civil infraction, I'm accepting your plea of responsible. I'm amending that charge to blockading traffic, and I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. When are you able to get everything paid, Mr. Amsha?
I can pay today, but how much total is total? How much?
You'll have to get with my clerk to find out the total. And so, Ms. Drew, you don't know his total, right? No, I don't, it's 2 things that he owes. And so it sounds like it should be just $250 and then $175. Can you pay both of those today?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. So what I'm gonna do, Attorney Warfield, is I'm going to adjourn this to pay. I'll adjourn it to Friday, July 1st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. And then for the other matters, I'll adjourn them for dismissal. And as long as he pays, he doesn't need to come back on Friday. The matters will be automatically dismissed, okay?
Okay.
And Your Honor, he can simply call the court to pay, correct?
Yes, you can call the court. Yes, 313-965-2280, and that number is in the chat. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you.
All right, very good. She might be getting come to the podium. All right, you're free to leave, Mr. Amsher. All right, we have one more intake on today. All right, Miss Robs, are we ready on Miss Simmons?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Miss Simmons, it's good to see you. Oh, stay right there, Miss Simmons, just stay right there. I'm just gonna have you speak loudly, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I can really thank you. You're my life is in your hands.
All right, yes, ma'am. All right, Miss Simmons, it's almost lunchtime. Don't make us get too silly. All right, here we go. I have case number 210-453-0701, 210-454-5801, and 210-454-5901. Ms. Simmons, state your full name for the record, please.
Bernie Simmons.
All right, thank you. Ms. Rob, state your name for the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Ebony Robb, Specialty Court Case Manager.
Thank you. And then Miss Warfield, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, Defense Counsel for Special Court.
All right. So we staffed this case, and Ms. Ross, I'll turn it over to you. I just want to give a little bit of what we've done so far. We staffed Ms. Simmons' case. She was sitting in the Wayne County Jail. We are waiting for an evaluation to come back, a competency evaluation. She's had the evaluation, but it has not been, the results have not been released yet. So we don't have those. So instead of just having her sit at the Wayne County Jail, the recommendation was made during staffing to, as a part of Ms. Simmons' terms and conditions of her bond, is that she would go to treatment, which the last time I saw her at the jail, she requested of this court to go to treatment. And so on today, I had Ms. Simmons brought in. All right, on today, I had Ms. Simmons brought in, and so that Ms. Robs could work with her to get her assessed so we could get her in the appropriate type of treatment. And so Ms. Robs, with that, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I had the opportunity, Your Honor, to speak with Ms. Simmons on today. Ms. Simmons was extremely compliant, Your Honor. As indicated earlier, she did have some revelations about some things. She admitted she definitely needs treatment. You know, she was happy that she was in the court physically able to get on the 1-800 line. We got her link, Your Honor, to Naomi's Nest. I made contact with Naomi's Nest. She, with Ms. Hunt for transport. Ms. Hunt is going to pick her up today at 12:30.
Right.
We also got her tether on today, Your Honor. So she is, you know, only thing she does need to go, and I told her that she needs to talk to Naomi's Nest and go back to the jail so that she can pick up her property there. So outside of that, and her medications and things, so outside of that, Your Honor, she seems to be all set, squared away. She was eager, she wants the treatment. And I just wish, you know, Miss Simmons the best on her journey, you know, as she goes there and works on her recovery plan as she indicated she wants to do.
All right, very good. And so for purposes today, Attorney Warfield, we're not doing an admission. I'm just doing setting a bond to get her out of the jail and into treatment. And so that bond condition will be that she must report for inpatient treatment from the court on today, and she must report to Naomi's Nest, and she must be transported by Naomi's Nest. In addition, she will wear a GPS tether until further determination is made by this court. Anything else that needs to be added?
Nothing further from me, Your Honor.
Ms. Rob?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, I'm looking forward to working with you, Ms. Simmons. I'm glad you're out of jail, okay?
I'm happy too, because we want to you, I want to be out.
All right, I'm glad to see you. All right, Ms. Simmons. All right, I'm gonna have you stay right there. Stay right there, stay right there. Ms. Robs or the officer, let's make sure we can get her some lunch from the back. Officer, you have to work your, already done, I love it. Here you go, Ms. Drew, to write up You can, I just wrote up one. All right, and that I think ends our morning docket. Ms. Rouse, you are free of me. I guess. Listen, that means, oh, I need a return to court date for Ms. Simmons. I did not put that on the record.
Yes, Your Honor, you can have her, return also July 6th, 2022, just as a check-in, Your Honor, so that we know that everything is going well for her, that she's adjusted well, and that she's receiving the treatment that she needs, Your Honor. We can have her July 6th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Drew, what you would have to put her on for would be, I'm just gonna put an adjourned arraignment for her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
I want to ask the judge a question.
yes.
Who is my probation officer?
Ms. Robbs is gonna work with you for now, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, I'm glad that's cool with you. She cool, she is cool. All right, Attorney Warfield, you did it, and you did a fantastic job. Yes, you did. Ma'am, when you can swim in this court's waters, you doing something, ma'am. The best is yet to come.
Doggy paddle.
No, you did it. All right, I will see you all back, Ms. Drew. If you all could get on at 1:15, just in case people start coming on. Ms. Drew, I am going to have you contact me, and we're gonna knock out this afternoon docket, okay?
Would you like me here, Your Honor, to assist? I know that we will
Oh,
have.
absolutely.
But
I need 2 attorneys.
okay, I'll be here to assist. No problem.
Is that okay? Are you able to do it, or do you want to send Mr. Barrow? It's
I'm
up
good.
to you.
I'm good.
You good?
I may just have to step out at 3 o'clock just to handle one Zoom thing, but that's it. I'm available.
Oh, then you're in good shape. We hope to step out with you before 3 o'clock, okay?
All right.
That's just what we hoping. We just hoping, okay?
Absolutely. See you later.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. All right. Thank you, Miss Wilson. We are all